Howdy, this is Mackenzie Franklin from SideGame LLC here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Today we're going to be organizing Imperium Classics combined with Imperium Legends, all into one of the core boxes. So you can pick whichever color that you like the most, and we're going to cram everything into one of these. Now, this is not my actual preferred way to store the games. I do like the artwork of both, but if you would like to combine them both into a single box, here's how you do it. So first off, you need to remove some components. You're not going to need any of these from Legends, as both games come with pairs of these. These are going to be the things that organize the market of cards you can buy. You also are not going to need any of the solo components or any of the tokens that come in one of the games. You can actually go ahead and put those in separate bags and keep them to the side. You also are not going to need any of the player cards to mark Barbarian or your Empire, your status, as well as the exhaustion and action markers for the 4 players from Legends. These are all redundant components. And then the last thing you're not going to need are the rulebook and the solo rulebook, because these are the same in both editions. Without further ado, let's take a look inside. First off, we lift the box off here, and you're going to see that we have the 2 rulebooks draped on top. Underneath these rulebooks, you'll see that we have 2 specific columns that are going to hold all of your different factions, and they are separated based on type. So on this right side here, we have all of the Legends characters, and on the left, we have all of the Classics. So you're going to use little index cards here to organize them, kind of just fold them over, keep them nice and flat, and you're just going to store the specific decks for each character in these little sections. This is going to hold all of the components, so anything with that little thing of their color is going to be stored in that specific column here. And you're going to make these dividers using bits of cardboard. So you can use anything from a pizza box. These are actually from boxes of Legendary, Marvel Legendary, but anything to just support to keep these nice and flat so the cards don't shuffle around and move inside. And you're going to have some things in the middle to support them, to stop them. But once again, all of your nations and then all of the starter cards for the 2 different boxes are going to be in here. These are fully sleeved, so go ahead and check the comments. I have the sleeves that I use there, just Ultra Pro Standard Clear. Next, we're going to have in this center section, we are going to have all of our different player components for the 4 different players. That includes your Empire cards as well as your action and exhaustion tokens, just in their own bags. Very nice. You just toss it to a player and then have that player select the deck that they want to play with. Next, we're going to have these Dollar Tree containers. These are going to be 10 for $1. Super nice. You just put the bottom on there and boom, you've got your resources good to go. You can take them out, spend them as you see fit. Very nice, very practical. So these are going to be for your population, your materials, as well as your progress tokens. After that, we'll just have another 4th container. This is going to contain all your solo components and any additional extra action or exhaustion tokens that you may need. So these simply just go into that central column. And the last thing you're gonna find in the central column are your market identifiers. So these are going to show what's available at the market that you can add to your deck as you play the game. And I'll just go ahead and give you a quick little look at what these kind of look like, these cardboard dividers. So once again, you kind of just tape the sides here, just get some heavy duty cardboard so nothing will be moving or shifting around. And that is everything in Imperium Legends and Classics combined into one box, completely sleeved with no lid lift. So let's go ahead and pack it up. So first off, we'll take those containers and put them in something like this. And then we'll take our market column dividers here. And then we'll take all of our player components and put them into the side here. Then we'll take our rulebooks and simply lay them on top. And that is organizing Imperium Classics and Legends into a single box. Now, that being said, this is not my preferred organization method. I do like having them in their 2 separate boxes because I do think that the artwork is so fantastic. I also do like having the progress tokens and the materials organized, so I do like incorporating one of these. It's easy to see the different multipliers and modifiers for the different values. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and create a separate video where I'll show how I organize the games on their own. That way, if you just decided to get 1 copy of the game, you can organize it that way. Or if you do prefer to keep it in 2 separate boxes, you can do so. And with that being said, if you have any comments about what you saw here or any questions, I'd love to answer them. Any ideas on how you would like to organize your game, I would love to hear it. But thank you so much for watching. Side Game Strong.